the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will start this game off with the football. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Back to pass on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Right on the money. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Yellow Jackets have it for the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came to the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team at the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense in a bunch formation. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Handoff to the lone back. cut there. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Quick completion to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his stride. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get...
Looking deep down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, you've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up to go for 2. Here we go, set. Wants to pass. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll go to the toss. Breaks the tackle. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Durham. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the...
Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Unloads quickly. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got the screen set up. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time there is no running room to be found if this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Finds a man in the middle. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. To the air on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to run it. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Shakes off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off play action. Dances away to buy time. Got his man. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta.
He'll put toe together and get this 2nd half started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Snags it quickly on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. 22. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweak.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the lone running back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Complete downfield. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Looking for room at the 30. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The hand to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Looking downfield, it's Powell. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's knocked out of bounds, and he's still had a long way to go, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in. Big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Canes are rolling down the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back. And the line's paved some holes. And he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark. And when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to their running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now adjusting. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games